I decided to do a few things off camera or off recording. And this is the first thing. I'm going to be grabbing this from the abandoned ship, TM13, and that is Ice Beam. So, I'm doing 2 or 3 things here, so this is just the first of maybe 3. So, we now have Ice Beam to teach one of our team members, which is pretty cool. The next thing I will be doing to help improve the team is now talking to this girl, who, since we have the Rustboro gym badge, will give us a Miracle Seed, and that will definitely help out with Remora's grass-type moves that apparently it also learns none of. Let's just say when I get to that, Route 123 where there's a trainer that gives you Giga Drain, it's getting taught immediately, and there's a Water Stone, I believe, on the same route. So, maybe 1 to 2 more episodes with just Remora being a Lombre. But yeah, we have Miracle Seed now. And the last thing I will be doing is collecting Lepa Berries from, I believe, 3 locations I've already been to. And that'll be everything. So, future me who's recording this episode tomorrow, start the episode. Thanks, past me. What's going on, Pokemon World and Tokusatsu Multiverse? It's Pokesatsu here, and welcome to episode 12 of the Pokemon Sapphire Mono Water playthrough. Now, as you saw in those clips, a few new items have been obtained, a new TM was obtained, and honestly, I have only changed the items. I am not exactly sure who should learn Ice Beam, because I'm not sure if the team I currently have will be the final team that I have at the end of the game. I'm thinking about personally adding Chincho or Lantern, and also looking for the 5% Relicanth, just because I think that'd be really interesting to have on the team, a Water Electric or a Water Rock type. But that's neither here nor there. So until that happens, let's have ourselves a quick little team recap. So first, we have Remora, the Lombre, Rain Dish ability, holding the newly obtained Miracle Seed that'll boost those grass moves, or at least it'll boost Absorb to make it somewhat okay to use now. Surf, Fake Out, Absorb, and Nature Power. Now, Lombre will actually evolve into Ludicolo once I get a Water Stone, and after learning Giga Drain on Route 123, which is not part of the main story or anything truly relevant. It's just like a side quest kind of thing I'll do. So I'll probably just add those clips when that's relevant, and we'll just move on from there. But until then, Remora is just Remora. Next we have Doom the Tentacruel with the clear body, still holding the Poison Barb, and still with Poison Sting, Rap Acid, and Surf. Next we have Mako the Marshtomp Torrent ability, that is Doom, holding the soft Sand as it's been holding for a few episodes now. Surf, Mud Slap, Rock Tomb, and Mud Shot. I believe it will learn Earthquake soon, or I'll get the TM for Earthquake soon, but either way, until that happens, Mako's Mako. Next we have Leviathan, the Intimidate ability, still holding that Silk Scarf to boost its strength, obviously. Surf, Dragon Rage, Bite, and Strength. I wanted to teach it Fly and then realized it didn't learn it, so hopefully it'll learn Aerial Ace that Winona gives today. If not, then I may actually swap it out for something else like the Chincho or Relicanth in the future, but we'll just have to see. Either way, Intimidate is just good for right now. Next we have Rebarian the Pelipper, which has the Keen Eye ability, holding the newly obtained Mystic Water from last episode from the cast form, and has Surf, Wing Attack, Protect, and Steel Wing. And finally, we have Saber the Sharpedo with the Rough Skin ability, holding the black glasses, and has Surf, Strength, Crunch, and Screech. Now, we're going to head our way over here to, I believe, Steven should be waiting on a bridge. Hopefully we can dodge these trainers. Okay. I hope one of these isn't that trainer that's like really hard to beat that has a Milotic, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have anything for a Milotic right now. Now, I was actually asked, I meant to use Absorb there, but that's fine. Was asked by someone on my Instagram, would I be getting a Milotic in this series? And honestly, the answer is no. This is before the change in the evolution method. With this one, it has like Pokeblocks involved with it, and personally, I don't personally see myself doing that when it's just a mono water Pokemon and it doesn't really do that much outside of a couple of extra moves or being pretty bulky. But I don't know. Maybe. More than likely, I will not have that on the team. But I will definitely keep the options open. Maybe I could like somehow cheat in like the code for impossible evolutions and make that like a level up thing. But also, I just don't really feel the need to hunt for Feebas. But that could all change. I'm now going to switch into Mako, because we have to battle this Kecleon that's coming up. He's going to give us the Devon Scope, or he's going to use the Devon Scope, and the Kecleon's going to attack us. And we're basically just going to surf it down. I thought that would do more. We're roughly the same level. That makes sense. I should have Mud Shot first, have it change to a ground type, then surfed. That's me being dumb. But you know what? That's fine. And now, he's going to give us the Devon Scope. Yeah, enjoy your time together. Meet again sometime. Of course we will. There's literal plot that makes us do that. And now, we're going to make our way back to Wynona's gym. And honestly, I feel confident about this gym. I don't know why. Something's telling me that I am going to be really confident battling this gym. Going to use the Devon Scope to make the Kecleon run away. Which I always thought that was a cool detail to add to these games. Just like, that's the only real use of the item, is to see Kecleon to get it out of the way. really makes you explore a bit in the game more than you normally do. So, sorry if my voice sounds kind of like scratchy or raspy. I think that's the word. I'm recording this at like 3 in the morning. I have been sick today, and I slept almost all day, and now I'm full of energy late at night. So there is a chance that this episode is recorded, edited, and uploaded, and you guys can wake up and watch it. So, I don't know. Either way, when I'm done with this episode, like recording and editing it, I English good, I promise. I'll probably just go ahead and upload it to my channel and call it a night, I guess, even though I'll be probably done with that around like 4 in the morning, but it is what it is. And same as last episode, pretty much we are just going to keep using Surf. See, that's the thing. I love Tri-Attack's animation. See, I was just hyping you up, and now you're going to treat me like a piece of shit. Okay. It's okay. While I was going around getting the extra items, I did get a revive. So I'm not exactly worried about Mako fainting there. We're just going to use Poison Sting real quick. And Doom is going to win the battle for us. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and use that revive now. Really no reason not to. It's like when you play like a Hoenn, or not a Hoenn, oh, excuse me. If y'all heard that, I don't know where that sound came from. But, uh, I don't even know what that sound was. Why did I say excuse me? It didn't even come from me. Anyway, sorry if that was gross or anything towards anybody out there. Like, I don't even know what that sound was. But, anyway, what was I saying? It's like when you play, like, Fire Red and Leaf Green or any, like, Kanto game, and you push the button on the statues in the mansion, and it says, would you push the button? Who wouldn't? It's like, we're just basically going to do that. Okay, you have... Mako. Why? Mako missed, what, is that 3 rock tombs in a row? That is surprising. Okay, so we go here. I always used to get this one mixed up because, like, I could never get past it. Like, see how that's stuck right there? What you're supposed to do is go here, push it down, then do this, and then you go right back around. And I always thought that was interesting, but also, like, kind of hard because people wouldn't think about that right away. Then again, this game is for children, so it is what it is. Alright. And I believe this is the last trainer before Winona. Oh, excuse me. There's a chance my voice is raspy, not because I'm up early or up late, but just because I might be getting sick again. And we all love that, don't we? I swear some of these videos is just me complaining about, like, being sick, moving, or just something. I don't want that to be, like, the vibe people get from me. So, we're just going to go around and fix this puzzle. That didn't take long. And I even got to skip the trainer in the process. Let's go. Now, personally, if I remember right, she either leads with Swellow or Skarmory. And if that's the case, I'm going to switch into Gyarados in the front so that I can get Intimidate on them. Because I think in this game, she uses Tailo, Pelipper, a Swablu. I think she might start with Swablu or something. And then she has a Altaria. But more than likely, I'm confident in this gym battle. I think her ace is level 33. So we're all 31 to 33 in our levels. So this should be a pretty easy fight. Yeah, okay. Go Team Sky and all that nonsense. Nah, just kidding. I love the Team Sky videos that M&J TV makes. They're just really fun to watch. Gonna keep surfing. And of course she's using... I think she has 2 Hyper Potions in this battle, which is perfectly fine. As long as we can do enough damage and not miss. It's still a range. Jesus Christ. That's one thing Chaotic Meatball and I have in common, is everything is a damn range. Now, Wingull here, I may use Saber against. Because anything it can do doesn't really bother me. And it's a 3-hit KO, which is fine. Protect. And I hit myself. Okay, never mind. I'm going to try one more strength. See what happens. Okay. And we got out of that pretty clean. I'd say that's not that bad. Alright. And now Skarmory is the one that's going to be a bit of a problem for me. See, it has like Steel Wing, Aerial Ace, Spikes, and something else, I think. And my first thought is I want to go into Riparian. So maybe we'll actually do that. I think that's probably the best course of action. We resist the steel. Pretty much all of my team members resist the steel. So we're just going to hit it with a Surf, see how much damage that does. And oh my god, I was right. Oh, it's not spikes, it's sand attack. Even better. And now we beat the Skarmory. And the last one is Altaria. And honestly, I'm going to go into Mako and see if Rock Tomb does a decent amount of damage. Dragon Breath. Well, it lowers the speed. That's okay. About a good, maybe 4-hit KO. That's not bad. Okay, going for a Dragon Dance. Okay. And it's a critical hit for the win. Let's go. Let's go. That is amazing. She gave us the money, and we have beaten Winona. Let's Pokemon up to level 70. The gift of TM40, which is Aerial Ace. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and leave the gym, and I'm going to head to the Pokemon Center. And then I'm going to see who can learn Aerial Ace, because I don't think Gyarados can. Because there's that big joke of, like, Gyarados not actually being a flying type, because the only flying type move it can learn is, like, Bounce. I don't think that's the case. I think it can learn Aerial Ace in Gen 3. So we are going to see here. And it can't. See, the thing is, like, now I'm confused here. I talked about it earlier in this episode that I wanted to add Chinchou or Relicanth to my team. And I wanted to do that in the place of either Gyarados or Pelipper. Both of them are really not the best for the team. Yes, one covers the flying weakness, like one covers the grass weakness, which is perfectly fine. The other one can't. But the other one is also better like ability-wise because Gyarados has Intimidate. So do I go for type coverage or what's it called? Artillery? Or support, I guess. Do I go for support or do I go for coverage? And that's the thing I want to talk about because, like, if I do add Relicanth to the team, then that's another 4 times grass weakness. But if I add Chinchou, that is now a ground weakness that isn't really a big deal, but something to at least mention. So, if you can't learn Aerial Ace, that does suck for me. That does suck a good portion. But it is what it is. So, did I heal? I did heal. So, now we're just going to make our way to... I forget the name of the city. It's the one where, like, from the Safari Zone. Like, after it. And honestly, did I have a Repel active? Okay, so we got another Birdkeeper. Birdkeeper Colin. Okay, Natu. Okay, people sleep on Natu. Natu's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. Like, Natu and Xatu. I love their whole gimmick of being, like, totem poles that can see the past and future. It's a really cool gimmick, and we don't get a lot of stuff like that anymore. And it's like, I want to see more of that. And why did I use Bite when... Never mind. I could have used Surf and probably took that out with one move, but that's fine. And we beat Birdkeeper Colin. One of these trainers down here I know has a Milotic, and I don't want to deal with that. Oh, okay, we got a Ninja Kid. That's fine, too. See, I don't want to treat, like, gym battles as just part of the series. They need to be, like, big events in the series, but also, if I'm kind of, like, running through them, I don't really need to make them, like, a big event. But let me guys know what you think in the comments down below. I haven't done a question of the day in the past couple of videos because I just didn't feel like doing that. But then I like if I'm gonna start doing that, I need to stay consistent with that. So this is gonna be just a weird question, I guess. Out of the two Pokemon I mentioned potentially adding to the team, in Lantern and Relicanth, which one do you prefer to add? I personally say that I want to add Jincho to the team just to have that electric type on the team, and like I already have the TMs for Shockwave and Thunderbolt if needed, so I know that like with Surf, and then if I put Ice Beam on it, then I know it'll be just a really strong team member. I'll probably replace Gyarados at that point. I need to avoid you because I think you have the Milotic and I don't want to fight you. Oh, and we got ourselves an encounter, and it's hey, it's Absol Block's Pokemon, but you can just call it Matt. Oh, crap. So I was thinking about something while I was like looking through the clips or like recording the clips and everything like that. Have you guys noticed that almost every here's Zach with another Yu-Gi-Oh conversation. um that there are really no dependable water pendulum monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh? Have you guys noticed that? It bothers me because I like using water monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. Big shocker to those who've been watching this series since episode 1. But I personally want to use those those monsters in the game. I want to use those. My reason simply because well, I've always liked aquatic creatures. Even like since I was younger, I loved going to like the aquarium, or like there was one near my house, or not near my house, like near the place I used to live about a year or so ago. And I wanted to go there like every week, and like I eventually like didn't go. Like I think I went like one time, maybe the entire time I lived there. But then I just like never went again. But I think it also runs in the family because my mom wanted to be an oceanographer when she was younger. And like how do I say this? When it comes to siblings, I've heard this before, but I doubt anyone will believe me or say they've heard it before. If one kid's into horses, the other one's into fish. And, and that might just be because I grew up in the South, but I don't know. Like, my sister, when she was younger, was a horse girl. She loved horses. I think her favorite movie when she was younger was Black Beauty. And it's like, she's watching Black Beauty while I'm watching, like, I don't know, Shark Tale or something. I don't remember exactly what that was. But, like, I was watching, like, fish movies while she's watching, like, horse movies. There was another one that has like a beige horse. Was it Spirit? Is that what it's called? Is it Spirit? I don't know. It was like a cartoon movie, like an animated movie. But yeah, that's one thing I did hear a few times growing up, that if one kid is into horses, the other one's into fish. And I guess that was true because that's just what it's been. Now, people have probably heard me say, or like read what I've typed on my Instagram page, that I love ground type Pokemon the most, with Fairy being second. So, how can that be the case if I've always loved aquatic creatures? And the thing is, like, you can like multiple things. So it's like, when I was talking about, like, I was looking into water pendulum monsters. Is it you that gives me Giga Drain? No. I might make my way, like off the beaten path to get Giga Drain now. Because, honestly, if I can do it in this episode, that's even better. Because we can end this episode with an evolution. Now, I believe one of these rocks has a water stone. They do not. Is it this one? No. This girl here, though, she does give you Giga Drain. And now, Remora can do something even more useful. Giga Drain can be given to Remora. Why would I give it to Tentacruel? I can't see myself doing that. Now, hold on. If I were to give Thunderbolt to Chinchou, could I give Shockwave to Tentacruel? No, I cannot. Then, does Tentacruel learn Thunderbolt? No. Gyarados learns Thunderbolt? I'm only a little shocked. We're not doing it, though. But there's got to be like a Water Stone here somewhere. If not, I'll find it like on the way to the next city. It'll be perfect. It'll be fine though. Like I know they're close to each other, so that's fine. And if anything, like after the episode actually officially ends, I may come back and just add a clip at the end of this episode, and that'll be fine. But I'm probably gonna grab like every item on the ground to see if I can find one. I'm just now looking at the time for this episode, and it's about 24 minutes right now, or just over 24 minutes, and I didn't want this episode to be that long, but honestly, it's perfectly fine. If this means that we're going to end the episode with an evolution, this episode can go for like 30 minutes. That is a Carbos. That does not evolve. That does speed. Well, we might need a little bit of extra speed on like one of our Pokemon, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, and we have a trainer. Okay. If I remember right, this guy uses a Manectric, because I used to rematch him all the time. Problem is, I'm going to switch immediately into Mako, because everyone else on my team is either weak to electric or neutral to electric. So now we're just going to Mudshot. And yep, that was probably one of the easiest battles in this entire episode. So now we're just going to make our way to the next city. Hopefully she doesn't challenge me. And we have made it to Lily Cove City. And now I'm just going to heal up the team, even though we didn't really do that much. And that feels like a good stopping point. So I will more than likely find the Water Stone in the next episode or as a clip added on to the next episode. But let me finish my point that I was making about water pendulum monsters. I can't think of a dependable water pendulum archetype. Yes, there's like the Performapals that do have water Pokemon. I think there's this card that's called like Dragoons or something that's a good water pendulum monster, but it's a normal monster. So then like Dino Mist has some pretty good cards, but Dino Mist is its own archetype, so I don't know how I'll work around that. But either way, it's just I'm noticing that not every summoning mechanic or summoning cost or something like that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has love for the water attribute. Because you think about like ritual monsters, and you know there's a good amount of dark ones, because like the Shadow Realm was originally Hell, not the Shadow Realm. You go to like fusion summons, and you know that like there's already like any magician fusion is going to be dark type more than likely, or dark attribute. You go into like synchro summoning, and Red Dragon Archfiend is a dark type or dark attribute, and so on and so forth. But every one I see for a summoning mechanic, not a lot of them have water, and that's kind of annoying to me. But I'm gonna try and add like it's like a Performapal Frog and that Dragoons card to my Legendary Fisherman deck, because neither of them really give or take away anything from the deck and are water, so they can technically be searched. So we're going to see how that works. I either way want to make my Legendary Fisherman deck run all summoning mechanics, but we'll see what happens with that when we get to it. With all that being said, whether you're trained to be the very best like no one ever was, or just trying to ride or kick it up a notch, just remember that you've got this, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.